Stick it. Episode 28. Face up to the number on the scale. You know that thing you already know, that you've known for a while, but as long as you don't look directly at it, you can pretend it's not quite real? The email in the inbox, the number on the scale, the conversation you've been meaning to have for 3 months. Yeah. Today's phrasal verb is about the moment you finally look. Let me share with you a personal story. For most of last year, I had a document on my desktop called To Review. It contained feedback on a project I had worked on for 6 months. Detailed feedback from 3 people I respect. I had asked for it, they had given it, and then I had moved it to the desktop and not opened it. For 4 months, every time I saw it, I thought, tomorrow I'll read it properly. When I have more time, when I'm in the right headspace, when it's a Tuesday and the weather is nice and I've had exactly the right amount of coffee. 4 months later, on a completely ordinary Wednesday, I opened it, read it, all of it, and faced up to the fact that 2 of the 3 pieces of feedback were completely correct, and I had known they would be, and that was exactly why I hadn't opened it. The document had been sitting there telling the truth for 4 months. I just hadn't been ready to face up to it. Face up to means to accept and deal with something difficult or unpleasant that you have been avoiding, to stop running from a truth and turn toward it instead. She finally faced up to the fact that the relationship wasn't working. He needs to face up to his responsibilities. I had to face up to some hard truths about how I was managing my time. And notice, facing up to something doesn't mean fixing it immediately. It means stopping the avoidance, looking at it directly, acknowledging that it's real. The fixing comes after. The facing up is the first step, and often the hardest one. Let me share another example. Every January, Italy collectively faces up to the fact that December happened. The panettone, the lunches, the second helpings of everything for 3 weeks straight. The scale in the bathroom has been telling the truth since the 27th. Most people faced up to it somewhere between January 2nd and January 10th. Some are still working on it. That's also fine. The truth was always there. Facing up to it just means you stopped looking away. Now it is your turn. Finish these sentences out loud. Say them once, slowly, and repeat them several times. That's why it sticks. Something I need to face up to is, I finally faced up to, and it wasn't as bad as I thought. I've been avoiding facing up to for too long. In short, face up to, stop avoiding a difficult truth and turn toward it instead. The feedback document waited 4 months. The scale waited until January 2nd. The truth, in both cases, was patient. It always is. Next episode, Give Into, the 11 p.m. pizza and why your willpower never stood a chance. See you there.